Hello, welcome back to the City Beneath. We have finished with the Unctorage, whatever that is. So it's time to go to the Grand Library and ask about butterflies. The Grand Library. Bethro stepped into the library's foyer. Foyer? It is a rather impressive building, he reluctantly admitted to himself. The Empire must be doing something right if they can collect enough knowledge to fill such immense halls. Well, he thought to himself, I'll just step in and ask them about butterflies. Then they'll all make fun of me a little, we'll all laugh, and then we'll all be friends, and I can finally get some useful information, and the next time the pit thing decides to bother me, I'll wait until it decides to say something cryptic and surprise it by actually knowing what it's talking about. Bethro smiled at that thought and proceeded into the library's interior. Okay, just got some people hanging out here. Oh, you have a custom graphic now. That's nice.
This is the library?
Ah, a new visitor. Yes, it is. The Grand Library. I'm first librarian. I man the front desk.
Great. I'm here to find out something.
I am very busy. Nevertheless, I am quite happy to offer the initiate a tour, confident that our vast library maintains a complete store of information.
All right.
What would you like to know? All areas of knowledge are open to you, but your inquiry must be very specific for it to be useful.
Fine. I want to know why your citizens are digging beneath surface towns.
Oh. Regrettably, such a question is a poor inquiry for beginning a library search. Might I suggest you first study the occupational knowledge that would have directed their actions?
I don't know anything about that. Okay, let's do a different question. What is the muffingness?
Muffingness? I've never heard of it. Perhaps you might elaborate.
It's kind of a...
Well, let's begin our search at the index and hope that it will bring clarification. Follow me.
Alright, so this is what happens, I guess regardless of whether you have the prompt about butterflies.
The index is a series of rooms that divide knowledge into classifications.
So you get to see how data science works in the Empire.
This is the index. Choose one of these.
What is, what was, what will be.
All right. I choose what is.
What continues to be, what is but wasn't. Rather odd classification. Physical manifestation, mental construction. We're looking for the mothingness? Feel like we might have already made a mistake. Born of nature or wrought of man? Having passive purpose or having willful nature? For want or for need? Sensual pleasures or internal whimsies?
Regarding the former, I assure you that the broadest definition is intended and nothing merely perverse.
Unconstructed internal sensation. For the eyes, for the ears, for the tongue, for the nose. For external and exclusively proximal sensation.
This place is crazy. I'm going this way.
Okay, not going to tell us what all those labels were.
So this is the library?
No. This is one tiny portion of the library, perhaps 1/10,000th of the whole. You have arrived at our section for knowledge pertaining to the construction of devices that enable and enhance digestive pleasures. Enjoy this section. You may take the stairs to return to the library entrance.
Okay, well, can't go back this way, so I guess we get to read. Do any of these say anything? Cross-reference to disciplined eating. Usually there's an indication on the floor or something if one of these will actually do something. So... Oh, a guide to bubble pills. Oh no. Okay. Laxatives for dummies. Well, we do have to run through them all then. Cross-reference to gourmet diets. Everything you didn't want to know about antacids. Everything you wanted to know about antacids. Curious that that would be two separate sections. Automatic stomach massagers and you. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was everything. Well, I don't think we found the mothiness. Reaching beyond your limits. Guess I had missed that one. $5 well spent.
I need to find out some more things.
I'm sorry, citizen. It's very busy here.
If
I've already performed
your
one
job is
surgery and
just
don't have
to
time
be
for
at the
another
front
right
desk,
now.
are you really that
I
busy?
wanted to know about butterflies, but I doubt your library had anything on them anyhow.
Are you implying our grand library is somehow lacking? I will prove to you that our empire's knowledge is complete and total.
Well, don't hurt yourself.
Oh, that was easy. So, butterflies exist. They continue to exist. So far, the system checks out. They are physical. Born of nature. Complex? Yeah, I'd say so. Is there anything in nature that isn't complex? Mobile. And I guess like individual minerals, like mineral particles or something. Winged. Like salt isn't terribly complex. Appendaged. Number of appendages is 6. And
Here it is. The butterfly collection is just...
apparently there were only 5.
Oh no! What is this? Our precious collection is being destroyed. That careless butterfly archivist, he will be demoted for such negligence. Oh, how will we ever recover this priceless knowledge? It will take months to even verify and catalog what has been lost.
Alright, well, maybe we don't get any fun butterfly facts, but I'm gonna check. Distressing lack of butterfly facts. Okay. Under the library. In the less reputable corners of the rooted empire, it is possible to hear tales of olden times that the better educated and higher ranked citizens know better than to believe. One such tale tells of a young citizen named 76th Dirt Shoveler, or is it 79th Dirt Shoveler, who was assigned with the task of shoveling some dirt in the vicinity of the Grand Library. She was a dutiful citizen, if a bit impressionable, and she shoveled dirt throughout all her waking hours, shoveling deeper, perhaps, than she was meant to. She was supposed to report back to 35th Dirt Shoveler every 2 weeks, but after missing 2 reports, so 4 weeks later, he set out to investigate. He reached her, sitting by the side of the tunnel, her clothes disheveled and her shovel broken. He was about to issue a stern reprimand when she looked at him and said, "It's the crawling, behind the walls. I can hear it growing. Nothing animal or mineral could make such a sound. It will just keep growing until it consumes us all." "Snap out of it!" shouted 35th Dirt Shoveler. Being a productive Empire citizen, 79th or 76th Dirt Shoveler did exactly that. They both went back to their headquarters, filed the proper paperwork for a failed mission, and never thought of this incident again. Alright,
These
Briars.
things look deathly prickly. Best not touch them. I can clear the monsters out. Then that blue security door will close.
Live briar roots grow while there is space to fill. This tutorial teaches about wraithwings, because that's going to be relevant. Sure. Wraithwings, cowardly flying creatures that only attack you in groups. When alone, they fly away. Yeah. So you can see, there's multiple wraithwings, they try to get to me.
Clear.
Okay, well, that was a tutorial on wraithwings. Alright, and I guess this is also our introduction to cracked orbs. So we get to hit all 4 of those to open this. We do have a bunch of interesting level clear gates going on here. Briars expand from root and mature at the rate of 1 tile per turn. When the grown briar has completely matured, it expands again. Alright, so if we click on it, 26 turns until the next expansion. Does that not stay up? There are 3 here. I thought that was supposed to stay up. Maybe Steam has a different... Like on GOG, my GOG install, this would be an issue. But on Steam, for some reason, it's not behaving the way I expected to. But we can just click here, and then see everything. Yeah, also, clicking on the root itself doesn't do that. Very curious. So these are all the briar growths that are connected to that particular root. If it grows into us, we die. Let's not let that happen. Also, I think this is the first time we've seen a sister gate, or an open door that will close once the condition is met. Normally, I guess this is the first DROD hold that had that as well. So you have a green door that opens, but now you have the reverse green door that'll close when you kill all the monsters. In this case, this one will close once the level's complete. And yeah, we got some interesting toggling going on here. Briars grow more slowly when next to pits. They sure do. Each pit tile along a briar's edge slows the next expansion down by 1 turn. So briar, as it's used here, is giving us some timers. Just wait there, let the briar kill it. Clicking on a briar tile will highlight edge pieces that will mature before the next expansion. And clicking on the root will show how many turns before growth. Yeah. So we can see here, it's really bothersome that that's not showing up. So there's 7 segments of briar to grow. Divide by 3 equals 2 turns, so it'll go down 1, down to 0, and then 0 just means on the following turn it grows. So that's how that works. And these 2 and this one connected together, so now it's considered to be 3 connected to this batch. Briar's really neat, but it's also kind of messy. Alright. Well, let's start with our sword facing the direction we want it to be. Open these 5 doors, and the briar will enter to dispatch the wraithwing. Yeah, so the cracked orb, you can only use it once. If you hit the broken orb, it'll just be destroyed. Guess I can demonstrate that. Yeah, if we hit it a second time, it's destroyed. However, hitting it a second time is slow. I guess I didn't need to do that, because that would have... Well, I guess I can demonstrate. I can just run up this way and it should be fine as long as I... Yeah. So efficiency is going to be really important here. So we still need to hit that and that. And that's just going to be once the level's clear. Okay. Yeah, and the Briar, as you can see, when it gets into an enclosed space, it'll expand a lot faster. When it's in an open space, it takes longer to grow. There's a lot of interesting... Oh, whoops. A lot of interesting things that can be done with Briar. And now I guess we have to wait for that to grow. Yeah, and I think it's faster to wait there because otherwise the Wraithwing will move down to follow, so it won't get hit by the Briar as quickly. Caution! Multiple connected roots cause the Briar to grow that much faster. Yes, and yeah, again, you can see enclosed space. Briar grows out of it really fast, whereas as it gets into an open space, it slows down. Let's just wait. As we do that, it's going to grow, so we'll wait a turn. And that gives us time to get here. And this bomb will not blow up all of the Briar, but it will give us a path out. Guess we'll just wait. Because of the pit. If I do this, it's going to grow, isn't it? No. Okay, I can safely do that. Briars isolated from roots do not grow. So this part is no longer growing. This, however, is connected despite the diagonal. It can be a little bit confusing. It does connect over diagonals. However, I think if you place it in the editor, diagonals do not start connected. So like, there's like a really weird edge case involving Briar. Alright. Once all rooms in the level have been cleared, these open blue doors will close. Yes, they will. We're going to restart this room. Because we probably want to go as fast as possible here. And that seep will kill us if we do not. And because seep lives in the walls, we can't rely on the Briar to clear it out for us. Challenge. Reach the eastern exit. Okay. So this is a room that I imagine was quite confusing to people the first time they got to it. Briar slows down, or grows slower when it's adjacent to pit. So we're going to do that.
Let's slow this stuff down. Gives me ideas.
So if I want to reach the eastern exit, I probably wanted to clear that. No, we can reach it through the wall. Okay, this actually doesn't look terribly challenging after all. Do that to slow the Briar down. That's a lot of Briar. Okay, we need to not open the door at that moment. In that case, since we're waiting, okay, that was too ambitious. Is that too early? It's too early. Okay. Okay, it's grown, so now, whoops, now we go, and we're probably not going to have enough time. Yeah. Okay. So that's the tricky part of this.
Looks like pits slow this stuff down. Gives me ideas.
Because these queens are in the walls like this, we do have to... Here, let's do that first, to slow that down. Was that enough? Slow. We can get an extra turn that way. This briar growth grows after. Okay, didn't quite make it. So that just means we really want a whole bunch of this stuff slowed. So let's just do this. Okay, I didn't have time for that one. That's fine. Should be fine. Let's see if that's enough. Probably not. I could do this more efficiently. So we're waiting for one more growth here. Okay, I could have been one turn faster. Could have been one turn faster, and that would have been enough. So in that case... that should do it. Ring of Briar. Okay. And I guess the intended solution is probably to go north from here and then go east after the fact. But we're here, so let's keep going this way. Hello, Wraithwings. Right, this is going to be a problem, isn't it?
Bethro Budkin. Things are becoming clear to
Huh? No, they aren't. Don't tell me I know things when I don't.
you. Have embraced the mothingness.
Mothingness, yeah. Another one of those things I don't understand. Probably because it's made up garbage from some spooky coop down in a pit.
Stop thinking inside your skin. You want to know things larger than yourself, so you will need to grow. The Empire acquired immense knowledge, also enlarging itself for that purpose. Its vast system of organization was the necessary home, but now you see how it crumbles. The Empire marches towards perfect knowledge, but they will arrive somewhere else.
Well, you can't know everything, can you?
Of course you can. It merely requires a
That's just playing with words.
man above. I hope to show you that they are not playing with words. For now, Will you see the plain lesson for which I brought you here?
Okay, good. I'm trying to manipulate these Wraithwings in a particular way. I don't want to do that, because now I can't kill these last two. So I'm trying to take advantage of no. I really want. There we go, got one. Two. There we go. That little bit of arcane manipulation probably makes no sense if you don't understand how Wraithwings work, and if you do understand how Wraithwings work, well, it doesn't make sense then either, because it's just trial and error. But, yeah, trying to use the attractive properties of the Wraithwings, so they approach Beathrow if they're at separate sides, separate angles, but if they're all the same direction, then they try to keep a distance of 5 tiles, and then using that I kind of just fiddle around until I get something to work. Alright. It's not efficient, turns out. Can I still get out? Yes. At which point this room is trivial. Let's just run this way. Get into this little alcove, the purpose of which is to reset the briar in this room. Isn't that nice? Alright. This is where we see that briar doesn't grow against force arrows. And also that we would get stuck here. Right, so the way these are set up, I mean, we can just stab this one. This one, if we do 3 arrows, I think we can stab it. So let's do that. Alternatively... Okay, the reason that doesn't work is we can't actually get to this. Alternatively, we can let the briar grow in. However, if we get cut off here, then we can't. So hitting arrows will slow this growth down. There is that. Maybe we just want to hit all 4 then. Oh, I could have cut the corner a little bit harder. Still get out. Yeah, I guess we're not hitting that one. That means we'll let the briar do it. I was trying to do this without the briar getting either of these. But I guess that's just the way it's going to be. I guess I didn't need to stab this one. Okay, so this room gives us an orb that opens this. an orb that opens that, a pressure plate that accelerates the growth of the Briar by shutting off a bunch of the pit next to it. Closing a door on Briar will kill the Briar. So that and bombs, 2 ways to deal with Briar. We need to hit this in order to get that, which gives us an exit to the secret room. And this Briar, yeah, it can't grow diagonally across the pit, but once we open the door, it can. So really, what's the problem here? The problem is that we have to go across these arrows and hit this orb in order to open this door. That is the whole problem. And then we're stuck. So the only way to do that is to hit this orb. It's the only way we're getting out. Which means that we do need to go through here. Okay. So we pretty much... do we want to go around this way? Or do we want to actually go back around this way? There's not really any reason to. Hold on, let's start over. And I am going to leave the room and do my rotations, because not only do I get higher scores this way, but also it's incredibly important to be efficient when you're dealing with Briar timers. So that's going to grow pretty quick now. Okay, that lets us get in there. But now we have this problem. Is it a problem? It's a problem because we didn't kill this roach. Which I guess means... we can kill that. We can never kill this now. So I guess we do actually want to do this then. Because this way... oh, there's another... maybe that's not a secret. Maybe this is the secret. Hold on. If we start from here, we do have to hit this. But is it faster to go from here to here to here? We'll do that room in a moment. That's not going to work. Because this will be pit, and then it won't grow diagonally across. Alright, I guess we're doing it this way then. We'll just stab it ourselves. Now if we hit this... I think it's bad. Okay, that didn't work. Now we can start this process. Didn't get there in time. Because I need to hit this. That was really close, though. So is this the entrance we want to start from? Because that did give me a whole bunch of running around. Okay, maybe we will just start from here and try it this way again. Alternatively, if I started from here, I could just stab this roach, which would speed up a lot of this other stuff. Let's test that. This is a secret room, interesting. Do I have enough time to get through here? Probably not. No. Okay. We've already rejected that solution. So I guess we'll just go back to doing this. That's probably the fastest way of dealing with that. We don't need to come down here because we can just hit this right away. It'll be fine. This is awful orientation of our sword. We did get through in time, though. Now we have this problem. Okay. Probably didn't need to stab that. We could let the Briar deal with this queen in here, but I think it's going to be faster to just kill her than to chase her up next to those bombs, because that's growing pretty slow in there. Okay. So we found this one next, let's do this. Which is about timing fuses, I guess. So we can blow up the bombs. So we want this Briar to hold down this pressure plate after we've hit this orb, so that we can then hit this orb. But we don't want this Briar to destroy this orb. Okay, again, we're going to have to probably be facing a particular orientation. So let's just get this over with. And we're just going to ignore you. I mean... we're too slow. So the problem with this room is that we need the bombs to blow up both sides simultaneously to cut off the growth so that it doesn't grow here. And so I think what I got from that is that if I go for this orb first, I do not have enough time. I have to... Whoops, let's not start by hitting the wall twice. If I want to start, I have to do something like this. Should be fine. And then, you know what, let's just do this one too while we're here. Okay, we got it in time, except that now this isn't going to work. Okay. So let's not do that. And instead just go here. Now I could blow up one side of it. Okay. We could blow up one side of it to give ourselves more time. What if we started with this one? I mean, I guess I don't even have to do that, do I? So, okay, we'll start with this one. And then just not blowing up the other one. I mean, it's not ideal. We're already out of time. Okay. So we'll try that again. With blowing up the other side. This is really a room that feels kind of like trial and error to me. Okay, we would not, even if I had been one turn faster by turning my sword, by starting with my sword in this orientation, which let's just do that, still wouldn't have been fast enough, so that is not the correct solution. So I guess that leaves the top, which we can try. Alternatively, actually, we could do something like this. I'm not sure if that was good, but it gives us a bunch of time. Okay, and we can blow up the Wraithwing. Good. Do I need to do this? Probably. Yeah, didn't get there in time. Okay, so that was started by hitting this right away, which we're not going to do. But then we don't have enough time. So if we do this, that'll slow down this growth slightly. And then I guess we'll just do this. We've already lost the orb. Okay. Oops. Well, what if we do this? Okay, we got out. We've already lost the orb. Okay, it doesn't work. Well, just doing this is pointless if we don't do the other side. Does it matter what order we do these two in? Yes. Okay, that doesn't work. I don't want to do this one now because it's not slowing this down. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a bad idea. So if we just go from here. Doesn't work. Alright, well, one thing we haven't tried is this combination. Which... I don't know about that one. Too slow. Okay. So we are certain that this doesn't work. I haven't exhaustively tried every combination yet, but I'm starting to suspect this isn't going to work ever. So if we start from here, does this work? No, of course not. So we can't hit that one. And we have to, because we're going to be out... Okay, so maybe what we do here is we hit this one. Because that slows... No, it doesn't slow down enough. No. Okay. So just to make absolutely certain, we go for this first. There is absolutely nothing I can do to stop the top orb from being destroyed. Yeah, it's already gone before this has been lit. And if I go for this one, it's already gone. If I go for this one, which would be a pair, it's already gone before it gets there. If I go for this one, it's already gone. Yeah, okay. So we have exhaustively tested every possibility. There is no way we can hit this orb first. So with that in mind, we do middle first. Have we tried this? Yeah, don't have enough. If we do middle first, but hit this on the way, we do have enough, but then we're out of time. For the other one. Wraithwings do not hold this down, so I can't use that strategy. Hold on. Okay, I don't have enough time just to run in that way. Huh. Well, that's a possibility. I think this just doesn't work. I'm wrong. Okay. That was not quite enough, but if I wait 2 turns, does that time up better? It's even worse. Wait, 3 turns? No, and we've lost the orb. Hmm. It's gonna grow again. Don't quite get there in time. Yeah, I remember this room being kind of fiddly. Did I need to hit that on the way up? I almost certainly did. Yeah. What if I hit this and this on the way up? What good does that do me? Well, it slowed the Briar down slightly, which lets me... wait a turn there. Even worse. Wait another turn there. If I could get that connection. Part of the problem is that this growth is so much slower now. Okay, what if we start with the middle? We have enough time without hitting this. No? That just means... oh, I didn't hit that on the way back. Okay. Start with... well, in that case, why don't we just hit these two? Have I not tried this? And if I wait a little bit, maybe it'll work? I don't like waiting in this room. Yeah, we've already lost. Okay. So, if I wait 2 turns before doing this... okay, let's look at this without waiting at all. I want to hit it before that happens. Okay, what if we hit this one first? That looks really good. So now we just have to... okay, if we do this... I don't think that's going to give us enough time. Yeah, still doesn't work. Okay, that got us a little bit of time, but not enough. I mean, it's just trial and error. I don't feel... super great about anything I'm doing here. If I wait a turn, does that make a difference somehow? Well, I had a lot of time here. So maybe we'll just hit that now. We get back there before it goes. No. Okay, well... what if... we just do this? The other thing that we can do which is kind of sneaky here, is that we can wait for the Briar to get out into this area. So if we deliberately... so this doesn't have enough time, does it, the way I've set this up? Okay, no, that barely worked. Yeah, and I think that does it, because now it's going to take forever to go in that area. Okay, that was a fiddly room, for sure. Oh, can't get through that way. Fine. Well, we're not doing another room right now. It's gonna take... because this is another fiddly room. I think this is a thing about Briar. Because this is the first time Briar showed up in an official hold, so people probably didn't really know what they were doing with it. But this kind of puzzle, it's really hard to know what the consequence of your action is going to be, so you kind of just have to do it via trial and error. Because judging growth of Briar, I mean, there are a few little things you can think about, but same with like this room is kind of just trial and error. This room is probably going to be trial and error, but relatively few options from what I remember. But I think that's just a consequence of how Briar is being used, and in later uses of Briar, I feel like it's a lot more of a controlled environment instead of just this wild thing that's growing and taking up space. Because functionally, this Briar in this situation is just a timer. But it's a timer where you don't really know how much time you have left, and a timer that you can adjust by giving access to more pit. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll be... I like Briar, despite any grumbling in this episode, but I don't think it was used particularly well in a lot of these rooms. But we'll be continuing from here next time. I will see you then.